Hello, and welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. Today's beer is a Japanese beer, and it's not a craft beer though. I'm going to do something that I don't usually do. It's a comparative review, and it's by a beer from Asahi, which is one of the major brewing companies in Japan. In fact, they used to be the largest. Kirin recently overtook them, but they're a major brewer, and this beer has been the most popular beer in Japan for years and years and years. But recently, Asahi has renewed it and done something a little bit different with it, and let's talk about what they have done. We'll compare regular Asahi Super Dry and Shin, or new Asahi Super Dry. Asahi Super Dry is a pale lager, and it was originally released in 1987, and it started what's called the Dry Wars in Japanese beer. And Asahi Super Dry won out and became the most popular beer in Japan, and I think it still might be, all these years later, beer, not low malt beer or no malt beer, but full malt beer. And it's actually an adjunct beer. It has, what does it have? It's got, in addition to malt, it has hops, of course, and rice, and corn, and starch. And so it has all these adjuncts in it, and the idea is to lighten the flavor. The original purpose of Asahi Super Dry was to create what they call a katakuchi, and that means a dry taste. So this best-selling beer has remained the same since 1987, 36 years, and this is the first renewal for this beer, and I'm not sure why they are doing it. So this is called Shin Super Dry. The basic change to this is the late addition hops into the beer, and generally the idea of super dry is to create a crisp initial flavor and then to drop off and leave almost no aftertaste. And so what they're showing you in this little chart here is the black line is the company's other beer, and it's not clear if it's only super dry or not, but the red line is the new super dry. And so what's going on is the flavor and experience of beer is going way up at the beginning and then dropping off very quickly. So increasing more quickly than regular beer, super dry, and then decreasing more quickly than regular super dry. That's something, but what I'm more interested in is the hop additions that they touted here. The labels are a little bit different. This is the regular super dry here, and this is the new super dry. It uses kind of two silver colors, kind of a matte and a metallic color, and it is a larger red super dry in italics as well, to show some difference. Okay, so Asahi's best-selling beer, and they're messing around with the recipe. Let's see what it is. Craft beer brewers in Japan like to, how can I say it? Asahi Super Dry is the poster boy for bad industrial lagers, kind of like what you might consider Budweiser or something like that in the U.S. But this beer, of course, again, it's been one of the most popular beers in Japan, and we're going to try it out and see what the difference is. So I have here old super dry, new super dry. What difference do you see? Not much. I'm seeing a little bit more carbonation with the old one, but that doesn't tell me too much. Color is basically similar. Head is basically similar. Okay. Okay. This has almost no aroma. And this one certainly does. It does. I don't know what hops they use. I wish I could find out. there is a slight difference. This one has a bit more fruity, grassy sort of nose. Not much. This one's more grainy. The old one is more grainy. The new one more, perhaps a bit more fruity. Okay, old one, very grainy. Okay, so the old one should rise up and then slowly fade out to create a dry, sort of crisp note, and it does that. The new one is supposed to go way up and then basically disappear. And it kind of does that. I don't notice a terrible big difference in this. Flavor. The new one is certainly more fruity, definitely. It sort of hits the tongue a little bit more. This old one does not. Again, more graininess, a little bit raspier. New one's a bit fruitier, definitely. Okay, so not an incredibly big difference, but certainly some. And it deserves a go, of course, like any beer. You should try everything that you want to and have available in your area to learn about. So, okay, so I would say that the new Super Dry is maybe a little bit more interesting. I don't know if they're going to completely phase out the old one or not, or keep them side by side. We'll see. So Asahi again has brought out a new one called Shin Super Dry, or New Super Dry, and it's a pale lager. It costs 180 yen, exactly the same as the old one. So why don't you give it a go and try and see if you have them in your area. Try and compare them and see what you think. Okay. That's it for today. Please subscribe to the channel, and I hope you are doing well. Take care. Stay healthy. Bye-bye.